Shalom Israel, right? First and foremost, all praises to the Most High God, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Hamashiach, Malak, Yahweh Shai. Yahweh is the name of the Heavenly Father, who the world calls God. And Yahweh Shai is the name of his beloved Son, who the world called Jesus Christ, whom is the Savior of the nation of Israel, Brother Malachi.
And Brother Karatazar.
Brother Shark.
Right? Through the Spirit and power, Yahweh Shai, man. And man, this is a quick before camp warning / impromptu, and we pretty much going off the spirit, man. And we exhorting Israel to get your spirit right within these last days. Fear the Most High and keep His commandments. That's the whole duty of man, as it states in Ecclesiastes chapter 12 and verse 13. And as a priest and as a teacher of the Lord, you have to keep knowledge. Give me that in Malachi chapter 2 verse 7. So you got to keep the knowledge of these scriptures. You got to be studious, reading, praying, fasting, and meditate on the word of the Lord in these last days, lest ye be confounded and taken out of the way. Bring it out, Cain.
It's the book of Malachi, chapter 2 and verse 7.
Right?
For the priest's lips shall keep knowledge.
We the priests of the Lord. And not the scripture say the Most High made us into our God, kings and priests, and we shall reign on the earth. So the scripture say the priest's lips should keep knowledge. Read on.
And they shall seek the law at his mouth.
They should do what?
Seek the law at his mouth.
So you got to seek the law at the mouth of the priest. Right? Because that's who taught the law in the ancient world, the priests. Matter of fact, bring that out in Deuteronomy chapter 33 and verse 10. Right?
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 33 and verse 10. They shall teach Jacob thy judgment.
They shall do what?
Teach Jacob thy judgment.
So this is the priests, the Levites. They were set up to teach the nation of Israel judgments. Read on.
And Israel thy law.
And Israel thy law. Now give me Sirach chapter 45 and verse 17. Right? And Moses, who was also a Levite, right? He was given the law, statutes, and commandments to teach to the nation of Israel. Upon Mount Sinai, we read Malachi chapter 4 verse 4. Keep reading.
It's the book of Sirach, chapter 45 verse 17.
Right?
He gave unto him his commandments.
It say he gave unto Moses his commandments. Read on.
And authority and the statutes of judgment.
And the authority and the statutes and judgments. Right? So us as the Israelites, we got to teach these laws, statutes, and commandments and these judgments to the nation of Israel. That's what we were set up to do, man. And if you're not doing that, you're going to be cut off in the land of the living. If you teaching men to commit fornication, to smoke weed, to be homosexuals, to commit adultery, to take heed to false doctrine, the Lord going to cut your ass off, man. All right? Now give me Haggai chapter 2 and verse 11. Again, this quick impromptu, we in transit right now on our way to camp, right? Just exhorting Israel to be studious in these last days, right? Get into the law. You should always be meditating in the law, right? Because if you don't have the law, you're not going to know how to judge matters, right? You're not going to know how to go about within counsel, right? You're not going to be a proper judge because you're not reading the judgments. How you going to call yourself a judge but you don't know the law? You're going to get confounded every time. You're going to have criminals getting away with every damn thing. He's just kind of sitting there. Well, I don't know what's going on. Maybe he right, maybe he not right. No, as a judge, you got to know the law.
That's right.
Right? Esau, within this judicial system, hey, best believe that damn judge, that magistrate, he knows the law. Right? There's never going to be a time where he say, well, look, he's scratching his head. He really don't know what's going on. He don't know if the guy should be guilty or not guilty. You're never going to see that in Esau's judicial system.
That's right.
So likewise, you shouldn't see it within the nation of Israel. You should be a well-learned and studious judge in his truth. Bring this out, King.
It's the book of Haggai, chapter 2 and verse 11. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, ask now the priests concerning the law.
So you got to ask of the priests concerning the law. And this is for our people out there. You got to stop inquiring about folly. You're trying to know how much damn points LeBron scored last game. You're inquiring about damn, you know, the latest fashion.
Water.
Water. Yeah,
in the ocean.
Yeah, you're inquiring about the water in the ocean, science. You're bugged the hell out within these universities and HBCUs. You pretty much don't know what's going on the earth, man. right? All that knowledge of wickedness, that's not going to profit you in these last days. What's going to profit you is you keeping the commandments and having the faith, right? Esau don't give a damn about the Israelite man that's not keeping the commandments, right? He's worrying about us because he knows that our warfare is not a carnal warfare. Everything is spiritual, right? Matter of fact, let's get that in 2 Corinthians chapter 10 and verse 4, I believe it is.
Yep. It's the book of 2 Corinthians, chapter 10 and verse 4.
Right.
For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal.
See that? The weapons of our warfare are not carnal. So everything is spiritual. The word carnal means physical.
That's right.
We don't war within the physical. We war in the spirit first. Read on.
But mighty through the Most High to the pulling down of strongholds.
To the pulling down of strongholds. And what's the stronghold that our people are in? Christianity.
That's right.
Islam. Homosexuality.
Holidays.
Right? Holidays, so-called holidays, Christmas, Thanksgiving, pride, rebellion, prostitution, damn harlotry. Right? These are all the spirits that our people are in. Keep reading. And these are strongholds upon Israel. So we are set up to tear down these strongholds. Read on.
Casting down imaginations and every high thing that exalted itself against the knowledge of the Most High.
And we know who exalted himself against the knowledge of the Lord. Esau, the so-called white man. Right? The devil of the earth. Because he said, look, I am. There is none beside me. Esau got damn metahumans now. I seen the damn commercial, they damn selling metahumans. Right? So Esau wants you to turn into a damn robot. Right? And damn, you know, Esau's too caught up in that science fiction, man. That's all sci-fi. And those are all devices that the Lord is going to upset.
That's right.
Give me that in Job chapter 5 and verse 12. Your new world order is not going to prosper. Your NWO, one world government under the rule of Satan, is not going to profit or prosper because the Lord is going to shut it down. The real new world order is the Israelites ruling forever with the heathens in subjection. You got it, brother.
It's the book of Job, chapter 5 and verse 12.
Right?
He disappointeth the devices of the crafty, so that their hands cannot perform their enterprise.
Right? So the enterprise that the so-called white man is trying to perform is his new world order. So the Lord is going to disappoint those devices. Right? Now, the mark of the beast is spiritual, right? But we don't denounce or deny that they have a chip, right?
Facts.
Hey, Esau got a chip out here, man. And he may enforce it, right? And when he do, and when that time comes, we not talking poison. No, man, because we're against that. The Lord said, don't make a cutting in your flesh. And the Lord called the so-called white man a forger of a lie. All right? So, again, man, be vigilant in these last days. Stay circumspect. Because Esau, the so-called white man, he's about to come down on Israel. Right? I don't know if brother's seen that article, but it was a man, they say he was a so-called black Hebrew Israelite. He ran the people over in the parade.
At the little
Matter of fact, look up that article real quick. Can you look it up, brother? Yeah. I didn't really get too much into the article. I knew what it was about. When I seen that brother, I kind of read it, or I kind of skimmed over it one day, and I kind of seen the brother face. I said, look, they're going to say that was a black Hebrew Israelite. They're going to say that was an Israelite. And sure enough, that's what they did. Right? Because it's all crafty counsel. Esau is setting up these different devices to what? Persecute the men of the Lord. These are all false flags. Right? Now, he may have been a bug out. He didn't wait upon the Lord, and he just wanted to run down devils over. Hey, but nonetheless, it's all the judgment of the Lord. And also, Esau's going to persecute us. He's going to use all these different stories to say, Salakia, right? He's going to use all these damn different stories to say, look, these black Hebrew Israelites, they must be stopped. Right? They're the enemies of the government. right? The enemy of the state. These men are vile, right? They're going to call us every wicked thing in the book.
Opposers of our society.
Yeah, these are opposers of the society. They may call us rapists, right? They going to say we hate.
Yep, this
I got it. Read that, Kane, real quick.
Motive, Daryl Brooks called for violence against white people. His social media.
What's his name?
Daryl Brooks.
See, Daryl Brooks. That's a Jake.
Yeah, that's a Jake straight up.
Oh, you got it.
Called for violence against white people. His social media post should resolve questions about his motivation to commit mass murder.
Keep reading.
Although authorities in Waukesha are relatively silent regarding the motive in the Christmas parade massacre that killed 6 people and injured approximately 60 people, the criminal...
Oh, it's killed 6 people and injured approximately 60?
That's impossible.
This is madness, man.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But see, this is the narrative that they running with.
Yep.
Right? You got it.
He said the career criminal taken to custody left a number of clues in social media posts, according to reports. Daryl Brooks Jr. shared information calling for violence against white people that suggested that Hitler was right for killing the Jews.
and look, man, who the only people that really come out there and say stuff like that? Right? Give me Revelation chapter 12 and verse 17. Right? Where he learned that from? Where did he get this doctrine from? These are all the things that, you know, we may have said in the past, and we validated it through the scriptures. Okay, keep reading on to that article, though, okay?
Brooks, who has a dedicated long rap sheet, shared a series of deranged memes and messages on social media.
They say deranged, so they painting this man to be psychotic, a total bug out, a complete
terrorist, basically,
idiotic and terroristic,
black man out of control.
Okay, and this is not the only time they have done that. You had the New Jersey shooter.
Yep.
You had the Jake that broke into the fake Jew's house and was trying to stab him up, right? You know,
he had the Jake. He had on fringes. He had supposedly shot Esau, man, a cop.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Remember that video? Yeah, he had supposedly shot Esau, the cop.
And this and then this on his Facebook it said Kwame Yashala.
Yeah, Kwame
NFAAC. You got it. And he kind of had guns in the pictures. Yeah. Look, we don't play that, man. If we find out brothers got guns in their pictures on Instagram, we're gonna get on them. He might get suspended because we don't move like that. That's carnal. You got it, brother.
Most of which have been deleted since his arrest, following Sunday's horror-filled carnage, New York Post reported. The demented distributions included numerous posts attacking officers. Demented.
Yep. First they said deranged, then they said demented. So they're gonna paint us to be psychotic, man. Yep. They're gonna try to throw us in an asylum. They're gonna put the straight jacket on us.
Yep.
Right? Keep reading.
Included numerous posts attacking officers, comparing law enforcement to personnel to the Ku Klux Klan.
And guess what, man? You can't compare us to the KKK. Because we never damn hung white people from trees. We never rifled houses. We never burnt crows in the middle of their damn yard. We never did none of these wicked and heinous crimes that they done onto us. All we simply do is prophesy their downfall. But guess what? That's all we need to do. The Lord said he's going to fight for us in the book of Exodus chapter 14, verse 14. Right? Give me 2 Thessalonians real quick. 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 and 3.
It's the book of 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 and verse 3. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come except there come a falling away first.
Except there come a falling away first, meaning the Israelites, we had to lose our nationality, lose our sense of being, get put in slavery by the so-called white man, and the prophecies had to play out. Read on.
And that man of sin be revealed.
Now, who is the man of sin? Esau, the so-called white man. Read on.
The son of perdition, who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called the Most High.
Above all that is called Yahweh Shem Yahushai. So he tried to exalt himself above the Lord. Keep reading.
Or that is worshipped, so that he, as the Most High, sitteth in the temple of the Most High, showing himself that he is the Most High.
Keep reading.
Remember ye not that when I was yet with you, I told you these things, and now ye know what withholdeth, that he might be revealed in his time.
Right. So Paul through the Spirit spoke about these things. These things were written. This man would be revealed and exposed. So we seeing him being exposed. We seeing all his lies and deception that he's pushing out to create a narrative that we are these sick, demented people. When in all actuality, all we saying is, look, our people got to start loving themselves, come back to the Lord, repenting, keeping the commandments, and realizing, understanding who the damn devil is on the earth, man. The same people that kill you every day, the same people that lynch you, the same people that put you in slavery for a period of 400 to 500 years. You got to realize who these people are. So what's so wrong with that? Hey, am I therefore become your enemy because I tell you the truth? Keep reading on to that article, man. Matter of fact, go to verse where it say, shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. Is it verse 11?
I think verse 11 now.
Let me see.
It's a little further down. I know what verse you're talking about.
Verse 8.
It's the book of 2 Thessalonians, chapter 2 and verse 8.
Right.
And then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord Yahweh shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming.
See that? So that wicked man is being revealed. And the Lord said he's going to destroy him with the spirit of his mouth. Meaning through the prophets, through us teaching his word on the highways and byways. That grievous sound in the ears of the so-called white man. Right? You think Esau like to hear, hey man, Christmas as an abomination, and the Lord is not dealing with it. Here it is, he got his whole family, they having fun, they got their Christmas hats on, they damn jingle bells, right? They damn candy canes,
Gingerbread houses.
they got their gingerbread houses, they got little Timmy and Tommy in their damn Christmas hats. And then they run across the prophets, and we rebuking Tim and Tommy, man. And we going to Psalms 137 and 7, stating how we going to dash their children against stones. We stating how in Jeremiah the 10th chapter, how Christmas is a pagan day and the Lord is not dealing with it because it's a vain custom. They don't want to hear that, man. But guess what? We don't give a damn. So this is the dreadful sound in the ears of the so-called white man. And this is us destroying Esau through the spirit of the Lord. Right? Just by speaking these words. Right? Now bring that out, King. Rest on that article.
Okay, I'm gonna go back to it. He referred to the Ku Klux Klan as referring to the police as violent street gangs, as well as calling for violence towards white people, according to the screenshots. This sounds like
no. Look. We the Lord is going to give me the book of thus with violence shall Babylon be overthrown. I believe it's Revelation. Revelations 18 and 11. Right? Because America was established and built on wickedness. Matter of fact,
18:21.
Yep, bring that out.
It's the book of Revelation, chapter 18 and verse 21.
Right?
And a mighty angel took up a stone like a great millstone and cast it into the sea, saying, thus with violence shall that great city Babylon be thrown down, and shall be found no more at all.
Hold on now. The Lord said Babylon the Great is going to fall with violence. So what's wrong with us prophesying violence upon Esau?
Jeremiah 28 and 8.
Literally, this is thus saith the Lord. Because America was built on bloodshed and wickedness, so it has to fall one and the same. So again, the Lord is going to get violent with these devils. Scriptures say the Lord is going to come back like a roaring lion. In the book of Isaiah chapter 42 verse 13. In Exodus chapter 15 and verse 3. And Wisdom of Solomon chapter 18 verse 15. Right? So again, man, we see what you're doing, Esau. Now give me Revelation 12 and 17. Close this out.
It's the book of Revelations, chapter 12 and verse 17. And the dragon was wroth with the woman and went to make war with the remnant of her seed, which kept the commandments of the Most High, and had the testimony of Hamashiach Yahushua.
I'll read that again from the top.
It's the book of Revelations, chapter 12 and verse 17. And the dragon was wroth with the woman.
The dragon in this context is the so-called white man, and the woman is Israel. Jeremiah chapter 6 and verse 2 proves that the woman is Israel. The dragon is Esau, Psalms 140. Genesis chapter 3 verse 1. Okay, he's that serpent. Also, Psalms chapter 44 and verse 19. Hold that. Matter of fact, give me Psalms 44 and 19. Then we're going to go back to that. Just to prove that Esau is the damn dragon.
It's the book of Psalms, chapter 44.
This dragon is not a literal, it's not a damn creature in the air breathing out fiery smoke, right? Bring it out.
It's the book of Psalms, chapter 44 and verse 19. Though thou hast sore broken us in the place of dragons.
Hey, the Lord said he broken us in the place of dragons. This is the place in which the Israelites was broken.
That's right.
Right here in America. Right? Let's give you a visual. Right?
Broken.
Bring it out.
And covered us with the shadow of death.
Hey, in the shadow of death. Okay? We covered with the shadow of death. Keep reading. All right, now go back to that, King.
I had a precept to further prove it. It's the book of Malachi, chapter 1 and verse 3.
Right.
And I hated Esau and let his mountains and his heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness.
Hey, the Lord said he hated Esau. Again, Esau is the so-called white man. And he's that dragon that the Lord isn't dealing with. And when you read, go to Revelation chapter 12, verse 17 again. All right.
It's the book of Revelation, chapter 12 and verse 17.
Right.
And the dragon was wroth with the woman.
Hey, so Esau is wroth with the Israelites. Read on.
And went to make war with the remnant of her seed, which keep the commandments of the Most High.
Hey, he's going to make war with the Israelites and the remnant that keep the commandments. That's us, man. Because we keeping the commandments. We're not eating pork no more. We're not celebrating these wicked holidays. Okay, we growing beards on our face. We getting our woman in order, right? We doing all manner of righteousness to the best of our ability.
That's right.
But he's mad at that because whenever the Israelites repent, keep the commandments, they understand that their kingdom is falling. That's in Judith chapter 5, verse 17. Keep reading on to that.
And have the testimony of Hamashiach Yahushua.
And have the testimony of Hamashiach Yahushua. One more, get Judith chapter 11, verse 13.
It's the book of Judith, chapter 11 and verse 13.
Right.
And are resolved to spend the first fruits of the tenths of wine and oil which they had sanctified and reserved for the priests that serve in Jerusalem before the face of our God, the which thing is not lawful for any of the people.
That's not what I want.
I ain't want that.
Get that's Judith 11 and 13.
Yeah, I think you wanted 5 and something.
It's 5 and 17, but it's also another one. Try 11 and 10. Right?
It's the book of Judith, chapter 11 and verse 10. Therefore, O Yahweh and governor, respect not his word, but lay it up in thine heart. For it is true, for our nation shall not be punished, neither can sword prevail against them, except they sin against their God.
Except they do what?
Sin against their God.
So we can't be punished, neither can the sword prevail against us, except we sin against the Lord, except we break the law, statutes, and commandments. So whenever we keep the commandments, hey man, we untouchable. We're literally invincible. What's our kryptonite? When we sin against the Most High.
That's right.
Keep reading.
And now that my Lord be not defeated and frustrate of his purpose, even death is now fallen upon them, and their sin have overtaken them.
And their what?
Sin have overtaken them.
You see that? This is why they weaponize sin against the Israelites. This is why you see pork splattered across your damn TV screen. This is why you see liquor stores in every so-called black community. This is why you see Planned Parenthoods. This is why you see all these things to keep us in sin. Because whenever we kept in sin, the nations prolonged their days on the earth.
That's right.
All right? So, man, with that, we're going to give all praises to Yahweh. We about to go to camp. We about to set it on fire, and Lord willing, wake up the hopeful elect.
That's right.
Shalom.
Shalom.
Fire.